Whoever fought for women to get jobs. Why?
Are you crying?
Why did we do that? I am so tired.
There's no crying.
I want to just put my feet up. Like, I am... Oh my god.
Well, why don't you cry about it?
It sounds like to me somebody could probably use a vacation. And what always gets me when we see clips like that is it's not just one step to put that out on the interwebs for the world to see. You have to record it on your phone, upload it to TikToks or whatever site you're using, and then hit a button to send it out into the ether. Anytime in that process, that young lady could have just hit delete. But I guess everybody's going for that victim status these days. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I have a fairly quick and crazy Clown World update for you guys today, and without any time to waste, let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment here, well, I don't really have to tell you guys this person identifies as it's all over the screen. But for our blind subscribers and people sitting way, way, way in the back, here we have a biological male who, on the screen with unicorns and trans flags, wrote, "I'm lesbian. Trans is beautiful." Huh?
What is your major malfunction, numbnuts? Didn't Mommy and Daddy show you enough attention?
Alright, now those of you that saw yesterday's video may recall that I asked the question, what are you going to do when they make it illegal to use the wrong pronouns or misgender somebody? Because in my opinion, that dystopian hellscape isn't too far away. Are you going to obey the law? Anyway, this is what that looks like. Roll it.
Work and a customer called me sir, and I said, sir, actually it's ma'am.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
And then everyone around started clapping, and the guy who said it actually got arrested.
What the is going on?
As most of you know, there is a term out there called Trump Derangement Syndrome, also known as TDS, that has broken the brains of otherwise regular people. It's when Trump isn't even part of the conversation and these people start yelling, "Trump, Trump, Russia, Russia, Trump, Trump." Trust me, I have family members that do it, so I know how bad it is. And these aren't bad people. A lot of them are very smart, successful people, but as I stated, their brains have been broken. Kind of like this fella. Roll it.
And the judges have, in these cases, have not yet stepped up. He thinks they don't fully realize the threat that Trump poses to anybody who is anywhere in the orbit of these court proceedings, be it witnesses, jurors, prosecutors, anybody, court staff, judges. I hope at some point the judges realize that Donald Trump is a danger to the community and should be detained pending trial. And he thinks we're going to be having that conversation in the weeks to come. I agree with him. One or more of these judges is going to, first of all, they're going to have to shut him up. Which, how do you think that's going to go over with the everything is the First Amendment crowd? And then it's like, when he doesn't, we're going to have a conversation about putting his ass in jail and holding him until the conclusion of his trials. I think he wants to be a martyr because I think he wants to use that to incite in his followers. But I guarantee you, he's not willing to be sitting in a cell in the Fulton County Jail in order to get that done. He's got a little bit of a conundrum there.
No offense, but you are a stupid asshole.
And speaking of TDS, real quick, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you're enjoying the videos, you like the content, you want to help support the channel, and you want to melt some snowflakes, grabbing one of these t-shirts is a great way to do it. And here we have the Revenge Tour 2024 t-shirt. It's the mugshot heard round the world. Well, the saying goes the shot heard round the world, but Potato, potato, right? Anyway, there will be a link to the t-shirt in the description box below, and I also have some other very cool designs you can check out as well.
Yes! That's awesome!
All right, next up. So this very lovely green-haired person is going to tell us what they eat in a day. Roll it.
One thing about me, I'm gonna have boy breakfast, and then I'm gonna have non-binary lunch, and then I'm gonna have girl dinner all on the same day. And between that, I might have a little gender snack. Done. My 3 balanced meals.
What the does that even mean?
Now, I can usually decipher what most of these people are trying to say or what point they're trying to get across. However, I literally have no idea what that person was talking about. Anyway, next up, so here we have another short lesson on neopronouns. We're seeing a lot of this lately. Roll it.
Fey fair is just a neopronoun, and neopronouns are honestly probably just pronouns you haven't heard yet. It could be fey fair, ze them, it's, or there's other ones I can't think of exactly in this moment. But if you Google it, there's probably a really great list. Neopronouns are used in the same way as other pronouns. Like instead of saying she looks nice, you could just say Faye looks nice. And there's really not much more to it than that. They're just a different type of pronoun.
Yeah, I think the pronouns are really confusing.
Yes, I don't even know what a pronoun is.
All right, next up, the comment says, I'm sorry if this is mean, but what is an anchor partner? All right, so here goes another useless lesson for us to learn. Roll it.
Thank you for asking. No, it is not mean at all. I really love talking about polyamory stuff. So anchor partner is a term in polyamory, which is where you have more than one romantic or intimate partner at a time. And I use it to describe the person who I am most stably connected to, I suppose. I live with them. We live together. If I ever were to marry somebody, it would probably be them in the future. But I also practice a form of polyamory where I try really hard not to form a hierarchy and make one partner more important than another. So instead of saying primary partner, I prefer the term anchor partner.
She's a whore.
All right, real quick, before we go any further, I want to give a huge shout out to the sponsor of today's video. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to let this loop on the screen. Now, this is the infamous ladies' room selfie that I talked about in yesterday's video. Except this isn't just a selfie. It's a full-on video. So there's that. Anyway, today's video is being brought to us by a great friend of the channel from way back in the beginning, Steve Harla. Steve, thank you so much, sir, for sponsoring today's video. Now, Steve has a channel on the YouTubes called Steve Harloha, which I will link in the description box below. He does all kinds of fun live streams, karaoke, and such. So if you want to check that out after this video, I'm sure Steve would greatly appreciate the support. Now, if you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Let's get this off the screen, please, now. Oof.
Man, you are one twisted
I made the comment in yesterday's video that we are probably going to start seeing a lot more of these teacher feature TikToks since a new school year is upon us, and well, here we go. It says, introducing pronouns to my students on day 1. And I just wanted to point out how this teacher is dressed. This teacher looks like they're heading down to the courts to play a pickup game of basketball, not teach in front of a classroom of children. Roll it.
Cool. My name is Teacher Roby. I am non-binary. I use they, them pronouns. For example, they are a great art teacher. They taught us how to draw stitch. Many of you already know that about me. Pronouns are super important for myself, for you. It's important that we get it right every single time. If you ever make a mistake, I'll just politely correct you. And you should also be making sure that you use those correct pronouns. If you have questions about that, we can talk about it offline, all right?
I cannot believe this.
Well, I guess we can all hope that any parents that have kids in Teacher Roby's class see that TikTok and decide to promptly start homeschooling them. Anyway, guys, we're going to be wrapping it up on this one because, well, I simply can't take anymore. I'm fairly certain you guys can't take anymore. The brain age has been strong today. We're going to be wrapping it up on this podcast clip from Diane. Now, I think this is just a troll. I think she's just trying to have some fun here, but let me know what you guys think. And let me know if you guys understand anything this young lady is saying, because I don't have a clue. Anyway, things are clearly getting crazy out there, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
Idea of psychogeography is right. The idea that anyone alive today is entangled in this complex web of semiotics based on their geopolitical, bioethical, socioeconomic, ethno-linguistic positionality, right? And so it becomes necessary to decode and encode our own meta-ontologies, because at the end of the day, we can't just reify the interstitial epistemologies that underpin our given perceptual paradigms. Rather, we must each intentionally create a space, a heuristic bubble, if you will, where resonant hermeneutics can unfold in a postmodern agora of ideation. Agora, of course, referring to the ancient Greek public space where intellectual alchemies once occurred. And it's this reimagining of recursive thought cosmogonies that's so crucial to the future of not only the current discourse, Diane, but of human consciousness itself.
I don't know what the you're talking about.
And you ain't black.